Beautiful.
Have you got the? Did you get your stream set up again?
Yep, I'll share it now. It told me there are not enough players in the game, so yeah.
I've just invited you. So
Yeah, I've seen that. I clicked on that already. Let's see. The stream is up again.
Hey, Alex has joined.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, it would be a reverse grid night without some teething problems with connection issues and Codemasters bugs and things like that. But yeah, can't have it all perfect. So, welcome back to the Circuit of the Americas. I think we had to stop for Trump coming through or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, he's gone, and we've arrived in USA. Are you back in, Balex?
Yeah, I'm back in. I got a picture now.
Yay.
That's good. We're still in the formation lab, I think. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, finally back. Finally.
Let's see if some guys decided to opt for a different tire strategy. So I think we have actually. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on the mediums. So that's Hill Train, Defuck, Basketball, and Oliver. So I think three out of the 4 guys opted to stay on the medium tire, and Oliver I think decided let's go medium tires.
Yeah, this track is not extremely hard on your tires. You can give them some breathing space, especially when the car gets a bit lighter towards the end of the race. So if you're starting on the mediums, you can pit maybe a lap or maybe 2 earlier to get more speed within these tires and just survive the last lap.
Yes, indeed.
So as we've said before, it's very important who gets out of turn 1 in the lead or gaining positions out of turn 1, because we know from experience that it's not how you go into turn 1, it's always how you go out of turn 1, and especially which battles we will see within the S's.
Yeah. And it's very difficult to follow other cars through that S section, so
yeah.
I think a lot of patience is going to be needed here. Be on the first lap into first sector, and then wait till you get to that long straight at the back to get any moves done if you want to get them done on the first lap.
Especially when your tires are not warm enough, you don't get them to temperature, you're on the medium, stuff like that. You have a lot of factors that play a role here, and let's see if dirty air sometimes kicks in. It's a factor, it's not a big factor, but the small ones decide the race.
Yeah, it was certainly a big factor in Suzuka. So
finally, 3, 4, 5 red lights, they're going out. We again got the green flashing light. And let's see.
You've got a jump start for Ryan Van Doon.
Yeah, we're starting. That's very good. Vance still in P1. A good start by Spaceman, who's going in between. But backing off. Vance. Oh, they hit. And the Renault is in P1. Geranium is in P1. Vance got a bad exit out of turn 1. So he's in P2. Boltex King taking D-Bizzle into P3. A very hectic start. The S's approving that it's tricky.
We've got a virtual safety car, and
that's pretty early.
A 5-second penalty for Ryan Van Doon for collision. We've got a lot of 5-second penalties.
Yeah, D-Fuck, Hill Train, and we got some big changes within the grid. We got Geranium, who jumped from P2 into P1. Boltex King to P3, D-Bizzle gaining 3 places from 7th to 4th. Spaceman losing 2. Ultimate Stand gaining 8 positions. Corleone 4, and Psychopath and Ryan Van Doom, the big losers of the start, losing 9 and 7 positions for Ryan Van Doom. And Ryan has a penalty of 5 seconds, and also because of a jump start, he has the drive-through penalty. It's a calamity for him.
Yeah, 8 positions for Ultimate Stand. And that well, I don't want to call it carnage for lack of a better term, but that's impressive, and we're back to racing speed, Alex.
Yeah, we are. Geranium setting the pace. The last turn of the race. Right. Oh, Boltex King in P2. Yeah. Boltex King really and Vance lost. Boltex King P2, Dibizzle P3, and Vance lost positions to P5 now.
We've got a retirement. Defog is out the race.
And we got a lot of pit stops.
What happened to Defog?
This race is a roller coaster. Boltex King to P1 now. Jim Ranian P2. There must have been a mistake.
Must have been.
Spaceman penalty. Spaceman penalty. Jim Ranian penalty. They are collecting.
There's a yellow flag in the so the yellow flag is in sector 1. So I wonder if Defog lost it going into the wall, because it's right at the pit exit where the yellow flag zone is, and now we're back to green. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2 now.
As the leading group is now lining up with Boltex King in P1, Geranium P2, Dibizzle P3 in the AlphaTauri, Spaceman in P4, Vance in P5, Butler P6, Dicunia P7, and Casto P8. It's a very big group.
Something happened to Ultimate Stand, Balix. He made up all those positions, but now he's on the hard tire, so I think
he must have pitted. He must have pitted during the virtual safety car.
So either strategy call. He either had damage or, like you say, strategy call. Let's get the pit stop out of the way.
There's a possibility that they got damaged by collecting 7 cars in his back pocket and gaining P8 and gaining the advantage of the pit stop during the virtual safety car, as Boltex King leads the pack, also with a penalty now.
As I was going to go down the inside of Gymranium. Says Gymranium wide, but that was a clean move, and now
Spaceman coming at him. Side by side into the SS.
Oh, they touch, and
but they both survived. They survived for now. So Spaceman in P3, Gymranium P4, Vance. Oh, it's a big group of cars.
Yeah.
It's down to the Merc of Raisin. And after that, a few tenths behind him, just the other guys. It's very close.
Oh, 4 wide. Four wide going into that corner.
Oh.
Again, he spun out in Japan, and he spun out this time in the USA. And he's lost 3 positions.
We got a spicy battle between Casto and Dicunia. Dicunia going on the inside to overtake Casto. But he backed off. Oh, and Casto has the chance to go on the outside on Vance into this tricky, slow section. And he gained the position. Dicunia on the inside. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I had to interrupt you. Bizzle and Boltex go side by side going into the fast right-hander. Boltex gets just ahead of him, but I think it's only a matter of time, because Bizzle looks like he's got the pace, and in fact...
He's gone on the inside.
Final corner. Oh, and there's a touch.
They touched, but they saved it. They saved it both.
Oh, well done. Good driving.
And Spaceman trying to get an advantage here to get into P2, but for now, Dibizzle stays in P2. Dibizzle has some serious pace. Following Dibizzle now through the S's behind Boltex King, trying to get an effect of the dirty air, but it seems like Dibizzle still has the composure, and Boltex King must have an issue. He's so slow through the corners, but his front wing seems right, and Dibizzle got him.
He's lost it, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's pushed the tires too hard, and he's going to lose another position here if he's not careful. The Spaceman.
Oh, maybe his setup is not right. I don't know. His front wing looks good to me. Yeah, there's no noticeable damage. Can't see it.
Maybe he's punishing the tires too hard. But look at this.
He's coming back.
He's coming back.
The power of DRS.
Fantastic. we've got three cars wide between Vans, Butler, and I want to say Ray Zudden and Angry Orange. And there's a big collision. There's a big crash between American Williams.
Yeah.
Ray Zudden and Vans Racing. Big collision there.
Vans got pushed off the track there, losing 2 positions. Not the ideal ending of a battle, but we have a lot of penalties, scientists. Look at that.
Yeah. Alex, look at this battle from Bizzle down to Cunha, separated in less than a second.
Yeah. We're now on board with Angry Orange, who's overtaking Butler on the pit straight, going on the inside.
Oh, and Bultex has gone off.
And we got another one. Cunha's also off.
Oh man.
USA is just too much action.
I missed what happened with Cunha, but Bultex got on the power too early and veered off to the left, and that just allowed Jim Rainium and Castro to get past him now.
Let's hope he didn't collect Cunha there.
Yeah, that's possible. So Bizzle's now pulled out a 2-second lead in the lead there, and now we've got Spaceman in second, Castro up 13th place in the start position.
Yeah, we got two.
He's going for it, I think.
Yeah.
No, not quite yet.
We got two high scores here in Casto and Angry. Both gained 13 positions. Basketball Boy also 9. Seems like he's gaining quietly just because these two are firing it up. 13 positions. That's a lot within 5 laps.
So, Alex, look at Ultimate Stan, right? P10 on the hard tires. Everyone in front of him has got a pit stop to make, and he's only, I would say he's only about 18 seconds off the lead.
Yeah, and Angry Orange making his first pit stop now. And the thing for Ultimate Stan is he has clean air, and that's very important in USA, especially when you're on a harder tire.
Yeah, and that's PR Oliver who's caused the yellow flag, I believe.
And Casto overtaking Spaceman into the S's now. He's in front of him, Spaceman in P3, just behind Casto. And D-Bizzle and Casto, who are leading the race now, just 2 seconds between them and no penalties. That's crucial. That's absolutely crucial, as a lot of guys have penalties, and some of them will lose their penalties in the pits because they have to serve a 5-second pit stop.
You're absolutely right, and I think that's Ray Zudden and Ultimate Stan resuming their battle from Japan.
Deseret out. Deseret is out.
Yeah.
He DNF'd.
Safety car.
Yeah.
Full safety car. So Stan might think about pitting now to get off those hard tires.
Yeah, let's see if he's anywhere near the pit. Nah, he's not. He's down in Sector 2 right now. Let's see if anyone is... Yeah, Ryan Van Doom is pitting right now. Ryan Van Doom is in the pits, got the mediums on. Could be a good call. Especially because everybody else has to pit, and maybe they will pit now, and he can gain a few seconds and positions here. Let's see what the leaders are doing.
If you've not pitted now, is the time to do it.
Yeah, D-Bizzle pitting, Casto.
The top 7 haven't pitted.
Yeah, Jim Rainium, they're all coming in. Boltex King, Butler's the next one who will pit. Yeah, he will. Basketball Boy, penultimate corner. Basketball Boy also coming in, and now it's Stan in P8, and he won't pit. Oh, he got a 3-second time penalty under the safety car, and Stan is also coming in. So Raisin staying out. Let's see who gains the lead here, or who stays in the lead. Yeah, Raisin gaining positions. He's up to 7th.
Yeah, sorry about it. I was just saying Psychopath picked up a drive-through penalty during that pit stop, so that's his race effectively ruined because he'll have to serve that after the safety car comes in.
Yep.
But Bizzle retains the lead with Casto. If I remember correctly, I think Bizzle actually won the Tier 3 race in the USA, so familiar territory for him. But the pack is nullified now with the
Psychopath is out. Psychopath out. he may have realized that his race is ruined anyway. I'm observing one thing right now, scientists, that has happened in a lot of racing, and especially in league racing here with us. It's D-Bizzle in the lead, Casto in second, Boltex King and Spaceman behind them, and they're not leaving a lot of space. It's very close between them. It's 1.5 seconds. 1.5 seconds, 4 cars. You can leave much more space to have more running off, to get more acceleration, to get more braking, and to cool and to warm up your tires. I just be that close. It's always potential for getting a penalty.
Yeah, that's what I find I have to do sometimes, is actually go off the racing line just to make sure I don't end up running into the back eventually. And you know, I tend to do little bouts of acceleration and then heavy braking, and the heavy braking seems to get the brake temperature.
You have to warm up your brakes, especially when you resume racing and turn 1 USA is coming up. You have to brake heavy.
Definitely. So I think we're going to have at least another lap, because we've got, I think that is Ryan Van Doom at the very back of the field. In fact, Oliver's at the back of the field, but he's pitted again. I think. Yeah,
Proliver also pitted again, and Oliver is almost a lap down. He has to fight now.
So yeah, that's him just going through turn 1 there at the top of the pit.
Oh, what is going on? Some guys decided to pit very, very late. They came into the pits. Hill Train, Would You Rather, Corleone. It was a massacre. That wasn't...
Was there an incident? Was there a crash or something?
Well, they got a few penalties there, I think. It was someone crossed the line, the pit stop line after he should have, and overtook someone while doing that. We have to rewatch that. That wasn't that clean. That wasn't that clean. That's not within the rules, and we're racing within the rules to keep it as clean as possible. That's the most important thing. As it's still D-Bizzle trying to overtake the safety car. Boltex King almost overtaking Casto and Spaceman, leaving about 3 meters of space.
So those guys going, I know they're going to catch up to the back of him, but I think Oliver's kind of in a world of his own at the moment, going through Sector 3, while the guys are just coming to the end of Sector 1.
Yeah, scientist, can you give us a little update on the remaining penalties that we have on the grid? There are a lot. But how many exactly?
Yep, certainly, just bear with me. Okay, so I'll start with the most number of penalties. So we've got a Spaceman with 9. We've got Butler with 6, Corleone with 6, and Oliver with 6. 5 seconds for Ryan Van Doom, and then everybody else there is on 3 seconds worth of penalties. So,
okay.
Surprisingly, not as many as I thought there would be.
It's just 8. It's just 8 of 14, and the safety car's coming in now. We just have half of the race done, so there's enough space for more penalties. So Stan went down from P8 to P14, I think, and now up to P11 because of some pit stops. So he's close to the points, as DeCunha is in the points right now. And D-Bizzle.
Oh no, I've just had an error message.
Yeah. I will invite you back. I can't invite you back. I'm not the host. I can do it now. As we resume racing, and we're not in right now. I'm very sorry for that. But we have to get things done properly.
Thank you.
As D-Bizzle is still leading the pack. Casto. Oh, there are a few guys leaving now. It seems like we have another issue. But D-Bizzle still in. Boltex King still in. Spaceman still in. So a lot of guys are leaving now because of connection issues, I think.
Oh.
Scientist, is there a possibility you could invite them back?
I'm still loading up my screen, so I don't know who's left.
Yeah, so Would You Rather has given up. I saw that Corleone has left. Casto has left. Vance has left. These are three who left. Would you rather left, but he is DNF'd. So we got D-Bizzle still in the lead. Boltex King into Spaceman in P3. Raisin in P4, Butler P5, Basketball Boy P6, and Stan up to 7 right now. Angry Orange in P8, Casto in P9, Dacunia still in P10, and Ryan Van Doom making positions.
Sorry, it was Vance, Corleone, and Casto.
Vance, Corleone, and Casto.
Thank you.
They're losing places right now, so that's an indicator for that.
Right,
and possibly Gymranium too.
Oh yeah.
They're all losing all heavily. Oh! What a dive bomb by Spaceman against Boltex King. Oh, and they crashed! We've been on board. Thank me later for that, boys. Thank me later for that. We saved it. It's in.
I can't even see.
The news are in. There was a proper crash. There was proper on board. It was horrible and it was proper. So Spaceman got on the inside of Boltex King, maybe a little bit surprising for Boltex King. And he didn't expect him to be that aggressive, but they didn't crash there. And Boltex King has lost it on the exit of turn 1, lost the rear end, and flew over the track while Spaceman hit him, T-boned him. Ultimate Stan also hit him, and there were a few other guys involved, and with the damage on Spaceman's car, he just had to do the S's and collected Stan a bit, but Stan survived that, and Stan is in P2 right now, Basketball Boy in P3, Spaceman in P4 still, and Dacunia gained a lot of positions.
Wow, Basketball Boy in P3, wow.
Yeah.
What a drive from him, that's fantastic.
That's 15 places up. He's in for the drive of the day right now.
And Angry
Orange is off.
Oh.
So
I managed to re-invite those that lost the connection, but we've got a yellow flag. No idea what has caused these connection issues. I hope it's not down to me with posting the lobby, because it seems to be as soon as that happened, yeah, anyway. The only driver that's not been able to rejoin, I think, is Vans. He's still ghosting, but Gymranium's back in his car. Corleone's back in Casto, so they're able to finish up. They left off,
and they still have 3.5 laps to go.
Yeah,
and they're still in the points, so it's not that bad. It's not a really bad ending. They can change it to the good, but for the good. But D-Bizzle still leading, and Ultimate Stan is gaining on him. He made up a second within the last lap. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. Yeah, second in a row. Yeah, Stan is flying right now.
He made the right choice to put under the safety car, didn't he?
But there's a big but to it. Not a but you can clap, but the but, like, he has a penalty. Stan has a penalty.
As does Basketball Boy.
They all have.
As does Dacunia and Ryan. So,
yeah, just D-Bizzle, Casto, and Gymranium don't have penalties, and that could be crucial at the end of the race.
Yeah, the gaps aren't that massive, are they? So, as Corleone picks up a 3-second time penalty,
yeah,
so he might be in danger of missing out on points at being in 10th place. But
can you give me an update on the penalties for Stan? Is it 3 or 6?
So Ultimate Stan has 3 seconds. Basketball 3 seconds. Dacunia 6, Ryan 5, Butler 9, Hilltrain 9, Corleone 9, Vans 3, Spaceman 3. Spaceman 9, Boltex 9. And Reyes is. I just noticed Reyes down in P14. What happened to him?
I think he had to do a pit stop within the crash out of turn 1 that we observed. So
okay.
Let's see what happens.
I'll have to watch that back later because I was in the middle of inviting people when you were talking about that. So
yeah, let's see what happens at the front, because Ultimate Stan is now within DRS on D-Bizzle, and D-Bizzle has to play tactical here as there are 2 laps to go, and Stan is in his DRS and he has no penalty, so he can let Stan go, but he has to find the perfect timing for it to stay within maybe Stan's DRS. And there goes D-Bizzle collecting his first penalty of the race, and all tactical games are out of the fucking window. Stan attacking him now. Fastest lap by... Oh! D-Bizzle braked. Stan ran into him. Not lost the wing, but damaged his wing. That's crucial. That's absolutely crucial. I don't know if that was a brake check. It didn't seem like that. He just out-braked himself a little bit, but Stan behind D-Bizzle now, got DRS on the straight. You got no problems with your wing on the straight, but let's see what happens when they're turning in. Taking a wide line by Stan. Turning in. Oh! D-Bizzle lost it! Doing a 360.
It's maybe a little bit of payback there from the...
from the little break, yeah. But D-Bizzle managed to save it for P2, but got Basketball Boy right behind him, and Basketball Boy is eager to get the drive of the day.
He's flying on the soft tires, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
I think that Bizzle maybe should have realised that it was inevitable Stan was going to get past him being on the quicker compounded tires, and maybe just Basketball Boy's putting in a really impressive performance tonight.
Yeah, there was a beautiful overtake by Stan, taking a very wide line, getting more speed on the exit just to get the car in a straight line. That's very important when you have a damaged front wing.
That's crucial for the championship as well, because Stan and Reyes are separated by only, I think, 12 points going into this race.
Yeah, that thing is overturned now. So Casto managed to recover a little bit, going up to 6 again. Casto.
He's right on.
Yeah.
He's right on the tail of RVD.
Oh, he is. Let's jump to that, as D-Bizzle is a few seconds behind Stan, and we got the last DRS on of the race. Casto right behind Ryan Van Doom.
I think Ryan Van Doom will be trying to do a frog splash going into that final corner, but
let's see, we're on board with Casto. On board with Casto, taking the outside line. Like Stan, on the outside. They touch a little bit, but no hard touchy, just a soft one. Casto taking the inside line, pushing it a little bit wide. That was a good move. They touched a bit, but it was all good. Oh! He's coming back, you're right! And Basketball Boy lost it! Basketball Boy lost it out that turn and losing positions as Casto's on the inside. That's brilliant racing, side by side. Casto lost it! Casto lost it! His car is damaged! Damaged! That's a lot of damage! Casto in P7 as Ultimate Stan won their race. D-Bizzle in P2. D'Cunha jumping up to P3. Basketball Boy in P4. Ryan Van Doom P5. Butler P6. Corleone recovering almost to P7, losing out now because of penalties to P9.
He still finished.
But he still finished because of penalties. Just because of the penalties. He maybe could have joined someone on the podium because he has only got 3 seconds. But scientists, that was a lot of damage.
He pirouetted. It was brilliant. Not brilliant for him.
No.
Game, but it was just incredible. What a race! And,
what a crash!
Yeah.
What a crash! That was something spectacular. That looked good.
Stan picks up the win. And it's good to see D'Cunha up on the podium again, along with Miss Bizzle there on the podium by the looks of it.
Yeah, Mrs. Bizzle is that.
Mrs. Bizzle, yeah. Or Mrs. Hype, if you will.
So So a brilliant win by Ultimate Stan with a beautiful overtake on D Bizzle. That was the move of the day, I think, just from the stands of importance. So Ultimate Stan getting into P1, D Bizzle P2, D'Cunha P3. Basketball Boy managed to save it for P4. Gutted to not see him on the podium after a brilliant race. Ryan Van Doom recovered to P5. Casto still P6. Very good recovery there at the end, although he had a big crash. Jimeranian P7. Butler P8. Corleone P9. Hill Train getting the last point in this race for McLaren, as Raisin in P11, Spaceman P12, Boltex King P13, Vance in P14, and then it's only DNFs. So, scientists, a brilliant race, action-packed. For some of the guys, absolutely horrible. For some of them, quite okay. Maybe even good. So, that was something spectacular today in the US&A, and it's been a pleasure to commentate this race again with you, and to have everybody else tuning in to watch it and hear it. So thank you very much, scientists. And
no problem. Thank you again.
I'm very pleased to hear and maybe see you again next week, and all you guys again. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe, stay healthy, and good night.